Okay, so as Dan was talking about the emotions during the game and laughing, I would like to introduce the environment during the activity. So the environment of everyone during the activity was very positive, in my opinion. We were all enjoying the game. We were having fun, you can say. We were laughing. We were all being competitive too. For example, we would laugh when one of us would kept getting bad cards like +4s or skip turns. And because we were laughing, since we are laughing so early on into our group and we barely know these people, it's a good sign. Like I just said, laughing meant that we were starting to bond and that this was a good idea for an activity and it was successful. We also enjoyed our time playing Uno together and had fun. Uno is a great game and it's easy to play, easy to learn, and not too complicated. And literally, I've never played Uno without being super into it and having a good time. Another thing I noticed is that we were all being competitive too. There would be times where one of us would have very few or little cards or one card left. And so that would cause us to get all stressed down because we didn't know if they were going to win on that card. And but we weren't too competitive because that can sometimes take the fun out of it, and you don't want to be like that in the first group meeting of the year.
Feedback was a really important part of our bonding activity. One way we gave each other feedback was after every game, we all said that we wanted to play in another game, and that was a way that we gave each other feedback. We also chose Uno because of each other's feedback, and we all brought up different ideas and then gave each other feedback on if we had played those ideas, if we wanted to do that, or if we didn't want to do that. And this feedback helped us decide on picking to play Uno. Feedback is important because it is what tells you if the person receiving the information understands what you're saying, and it increases the effectiveness of communication. And I found this on a website. We had verbal and nonverbal feedback in the group activity as well. This was through facial expressions and just talking to each other about how we were doing, or if someone got a bad card or something, we'd give each other feedback through that. Feedback also had a big part in determining the mood. When we gave each other positive feedback, it helped us enjoy the game and have a good time. And that leads to our conclusion.
So the goals are basically to get to know each other more and to practice upsetting meetings.
Hunter explained the inputs that the group used and all the ideas that we had. Was talking about the group bonding activity and what we did and how we did it. Jennifer talked about our bonding and emotions through different outputs. And Colin talked about the environment and impact and what the mood was like in our bonding activity. And I talked about the feedback that we all gave each other.
Our group was able to set rules and norms early on by meeting through FaceTime on multiple occasions. Who would have thought that giving out our number within a group led to playing a game and establishing our group rules?